Hey everyone, it's Jenny at Liberty Canine Rescue Ranch, and I'm here today to show you how to break up a dog fight. So in our curriculum, we talk about two methods, the wheelbarrow method and then a slip leash method. So right now I'm going to demonstrate the slip leash method. This one is important to know because it is the only for sure way to break up a fight every single time, because you are making the dog choose between continuing to engage in the fight or breathing. Biology takes over and they're always going to choose to breathe when they run out of air. So it sounds kind of harsh, but usually it's a pretty quick process. It only takes 30 seconds to a minute, and it is for sure going to get that dog to let go of the other dog. How do you do that if the dog's not already wearing a slip leash and they're attached to each other? Obviously, you can't slip this over their nose or their head. So there's two different things you can do. One is take your leash. Hopefully you have a slip leash. If not, you can go underneath the dog like this, wrap it around their neck, and you have to make sure that you twist this so they can't back out of it. And with this method, your hand is going to be pretty close to the mouth. So you have to be ready to defensive handle if this dog decides to redirect at you. But basically, you're going to get this nice and tight, and you're going to turn it, and you are going to pull. And you're going to pull this dog up off of their front feet, because this means that their airway is being restricted. You aren't necessarily restricting their airway if their paws are still on the ground. So you need to do tight and up to restrict the airflow so the dog decides, hey, I need to let go so I can breathe. A lot of times you do this, and this dog still has this dog in its mouth. And so you're holding, and you have to hold this pressure until this dog opens its mouth, lets go, and this dog is safe. Now, when this happens and it lets go, you want to take this dog all the way out and remove it, and hopefully you can put it in a dead space or get it contained somewhere away from this dog. If you put this leash on this dog and lift up, and you don't hold this pressure until the dog lets go, it's going to go right back in for more and try to go after that other dog. So you need to just stand here and hold this. Stay like a tree until they let go, and they eventually will, because they need to breathe. Now, a better method than that is if you have a slip leash, you have your loop here with your stopper. So this method, you can go underneath the dog's neck same way, but you're going to actually loop the rest of the leash through your slip leash hole. Now, this is functioning like a slip leash. We don't have a stopper to use, so it can loosen, but that's okay. This way, it's around the dog's neck, and you don't have to worry about keeping it tight or cinching it down. Same thing with this method, and you'll notice I have a thumb lock here, like we talked about with slip leash handling, is same thing. You're going to just hold up and wait for the dog to let go. So you want to encourage them to let go so that they can breathe. And the second they let go, you do want to give them a little bit of relief, but you don't want to give the relief back towards that other dog. So they're latched on, I'm holding the pressure, this dog's front feet are up off the ground, and then it lets go of this other dog. I'm going to release the pressure, but I'm first going to turn the dog away and then let the pressure go, because I don't want to let the pressure go when the dog is still here again, because if I let it go, they might go right back for that other dog. So I'm hanging, dog lets go of the other dog to provide relief or release from that pressure and let the dog breathe. I'm going to turn it away and immediately walk away. Also keep in mind, once you separate this dog might try to go back at that dog also. So you have a couple seconds to try to separate them. If it's really bad and you're trying to manage this one, you can use your feet. Just be aware that just because you initially get them separated, it doesn't mean the fight is instantly going to stop. Another thing to keep in mind, if you have a group of dogs and a fight breaks out between these two, there might be another fight that breaks out somewhere else, because that type of over-escalation and aggression, it tends to trigger other dogs to do the same, like a pack mentality, like, hey, they're fighting, we need to fight too. So then all of a sudden another fight will break out that has nothing to do with this. Remain calm and just try to separate the dogs as quickly and effectively as you can, and that is exactly with a slip leash. So if you can separate these two dogs, get this one out of here, separated, take your slip leash off, and go break up the next fight. We hope that you don't encounter fights because they suck, but we want you to be prepared in case you do. Because again, if you're going to do socialization, at some point you are probably going to run into a dog fight. Hopefully it's not a bad one, hopefully nobody gets hurt, but this is a great method to use to break up dog fights.